Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a huge round of applause for Captain Cool himself, the man of the hour, Mahi, and Mr. Anurag Thakur. Thank you for joining us here today. A very small time I'm going to take from you and ask you a few quick questions. Tell me about motorsports here in India and the future.
I think they got a great future in India for the motorsports. We have seen Formula One, and now with Mahi has brought the racing team for India now. I think it's going to be a great future in India, I think. And Mahi himself is a great lover of the bikes, I believe.
Right, we all know about Mahi's passion for bikes, so how do you take that passion and translate it into something so big?
Well, when I was a kid, and in India, if you see bikes, initially they were more about commuting, to go from one place to other. People used to use initially scooters a lot, and then later on it transformed into bikes. And what we have seen is in the last 10 years, we have seen the engine, the capacity of the bike increasing, from a 100cc bike now. All the big players in the India market, they're venturing into 220, 250cc and further going up. So personally, I thought it's a good prospect. We were in Australia at that time when all this project was coming up, and I thought, personally, it's a very good thing to be associated with. It's a different sport at the same time. And, with this, we can also spread awareness among the youth in India for, riding safe and following the traffic rules and regulations. It's a mix of everything.
You speak about India, so what do you think is the future for Indian riders?
Well, we want to, we have, I'm not saying we'll start in another month, but we want to open a riding school in India. And maybe in the coming years, I would love to see one of the Indian riders, on one of our bikes doing really well. But of course, we want to take small steps at a time. And as I said, we want to open up a riding school.
And on a lighter note, can I ask you, what is your secret to time management? How do you manage to do so many different things?
Well, I think it's quite easy to do because the only time that we need to manage is the gap between the two series. Because once we go into a series, we have a different commitment altogether, with cricket and the BCCI's rules and regulations. So it's not really hard to keep, and times off in between whatever we get. At times we do celebrations like these, so we try to keep it simple.
Have you spent some personal time with the riders of Mahi Racing?
Not yet. I met Linfoot, but I have not met some of the other riders. The reason being, I was busy with a shoot and they all came at different timing. But it's a nice way to interact with them, especially during the course of the evening, and hopefully after the evening also I'll get to spend some time with them.
Well, thank you, sir, for joining us here. Mahi, can I request your presence for a little while longer? I think the time now has come to meet. Well, all right. I have been instructed promptly that we need to mark this auspicious evening with the lamp lighting ceremony. Of course, Mahi, we'd request you to do the honors. And can we also have Anurag back on stage, please? Can I request you to head towards the light lamp, please? Finally, I hear some noise from our audience here. You can do better than that. Mahi Racing Team India is here, and it's truly important to commemorate this wonderfully historic moment. The light lamp ceremony is just our symbolic way of doing that. So please, can we have a thundering round of applause? It's a big moment. We've been waiting for this. Our very own Mahi Racing Team India is now out there. Well, we're all set and raring to go with Mahi Racing Team India. It's now time to meet the riders themselves who will represent Mahi Racing on those grueling tracks. These riders are the champions of tomorrow. Or actually, correct me, Mahi, they're champions already. They've already participated in the last race at Magny-Cours, France, and managed to get a podium finish there. So, champions already. Let's bring them on. Turkey! Rider in this Fab Four is a 24-year-old professional motor bicycle racer who in his first season won several national and regional championships. Dan Linfoot from United Kingdom. But by no means the least is the youngest of them all, the 19-year-old rider who won the Conti Cup in the first year of his racing and who was the runner-up in the French Open Juniors 50cc class, Florian Marino from France. Let's start with you here. Tell me a little bit about how you got involved.
Well, I started a few years ago, let's say 20 years ago. But yeah, just with a friend, you know, and obviously a small moped, like a 50cc. And then I achieved some good results and move on to the next, next bikes, and 1 to 5, and then end up in the World Supersport.
All right. Is this your first time here in India, Mumbai?
Yeah, first time here for me.
What did you think?
Well, it's a big eye-opener. Obviously, you see a lot on the television back in the United Kingdom, and to come is a big thing, you know. It's a real eye-opener. But firstly, I'm very happy to be here. Thank you to Mahi and the new Mahi Racing Team. You know, this evening is a great chance to come and show everybody this. So yeah, I'm very thankful and hope to spend some more time in India.
It must be a big deal, right, to be a part of India's very first racing team?
Yeah, for me, huge. You know, to be with a brand like this and with a team like this is a massive step for my career. Obviously, the podium in France was a good starting point for this, and hopefully this now can continue. And who knows, in a few years' time, we may be a lot bigger person than I am now.
Yeah, well, talking about a few years. That's the call from the media right behind. There's so much dum on this stage, but there's no dum in this audience.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's really an honor to be here, especially in this historic and landmark event. And Superbike racing comes to India, and that I am a part of it. And it's always been my dream. I see when people ride bikes and when I see them racing, it's like a form of art. It's like perfection there happening. God's perfection, the human being, and the man's creation, the bike. They both get onto these bikes on this, and they ride. And it's so beautiful to watch. And since when I was a kid, I would rush to the TV whenever I heard the wail of the bikes. And I'm so happy that I'm part of it, and that I'm associated with one of the finest captains India has produced, Mahendra Singh Dhoni. And rest of the team here, they're all incredibly achieved. They achieved incredible things. Very young, and our legendary manager also here. And that's all I can say. I'm so happy, and I'm looking forward for the races, the second round of races next year. Thank you.
Next center. Nice ready up. Nice, you're straight, please. Mahi alone. Mahi request.
Thank you, Mahi. Thank you for doing the honors.
Dhoni, we just need one bike.
Mike, can I sit on the bike?
On the bike.
Closer to the bike.
Ajay, do the flash.
B.
So we'll keep it nice and simple. Hope everyone's camera is set.
Yeah.
It's the first press conference that I'm managing. Yeah, you get 3, don't worry. बाइक चलाने का सपना था, बट ऑफ कोर्स आप जो बोल रहे हैं कि इस लेवल पे चलाने का, तो स्टिल मैं बाइक चला नहीं सकता हूँ. ऑफ कोर्स जो टीम है, हम चाहेंगे कि टीम अच्छा करे. बहुत मिक्स ऑफ टैलेंट्स है, काफ़ी यंग राइडर्स हैं, काफ़ी एक्सपीरियंस राइडर्स है. जो टीम है वो बहुत अच्छी है और अच्छा सपोर्ट मिल रहा है. तो वी आर एक्सपेक्टिंग कि नेक्स्ट ईयर हम अच्छा फिनिश करें. यू नो, आई डोंट वांट टू प्रेशराइज एनीवन कि यू हैव टू बी the top team or the top 2 or the top 3. What we want is good preparation from the guys, good support from the technical side, and you know, whatever the results come. As I always say in cricket, you know, we won't think too much about the result. You know, it's the process and the preparation that's important.
Just one second. You'll manage?
No. We just invite Amit. And
Principal Kawasaki.
No, I would have joined the army. Still, you know, it's my love for the defense forces, so I would have definitely joined the army. About racing, definitely not, because, you know, I would have been more busy there doing something else.
Dhoni, my question is to you, that today you have been considered as one of the prime icons of India. Can you achievement from being a small...
Well, I play cricket, and all my devotion is towards cricket, and you know, I know one thing: whatever is around me is because of cricket and not because of anything else. The kind of person I am, you know, throughout my life, I've never tried to change myself. I've always kept it simple, be honest, you know, devote yourself to something, and then, you know, be focused on that. So I think it's the ethics and the principles that really matter in life, and I've kept it really simple, so that has really helped me.
So how do you feel you are being considered as one of the prime icons today?
Well, it feels good, good responsibility, and the rest of the answers are the same.
Can you throw some light on the riding school that you're planning to set up? Where will it be?
Who would like to take that?
Yeah, we're planning on starting a riding academy. Should be based in the north as well as Chennai. We're going to be working out of Greater Noida and Sri Perumbudur.
Opening the riding school, Mike, was always a thing that you would be doing, if not army, if not cricket, something you would like to do when you found yourself into the love of the bikes. Then opening a riding school would be a real necessity and you would get enough to that.
Yeah, I would lie if I said, I would have dreamt of opening a riding school, because coming from a small town, for me, when I say I wanted to play cricket, I never thought cricket will be my profession. Army was something that I wanted to join, and it was like a dream for me. But cricket, everything fell into place. I became a cricketer. I started doing well in first class cricket, then the Dilip Trophy and all the following tournaments. So then I got a chance. So frankly, if you ask me, I never thought I'll play for India. As simple as that. So, opening a riding school was definitely never the agenda for me. But now we are in a position where we can do that. And also, people think biking is something that's really dangerous. But, if you follow the rules, do it the right way, you're wearing proper riding equipments and the gears, it's as safe as a car. You may not have 16 airbags in your bike, but, still I think it's quite safe. Well, if you see, there's nothing like that. It's something that people talk about, but, it's all about the team. You need to have a good team. You need people to perform on the field. And same applies to the racing. You need to have good riders, good machines, good technical support, and, somebody needing to plan out the strategies as to what needs to be done and all those things, because racing is something where the technical assistance is really important, apart from the rider's skill, because once the rider is in, it's up to him to see what really happens. It may be just an overtaking maneuver, but if you don't make it and go in front, then you lose valuable seconds that can really cost you.
Okay. Good evening. Congratulations, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, for this initiative. Why did you thought of changing the name? क्यों सोचा आपने कि नाम change कर दूं?
Well, we thought, maybe MSD, RN Racing was quite a big name to follow. There were some other reasons also, so we thought, let's keep it sweet and simple, and Mahi Racing Team India, sounds very good, and, it's easy for us.
आपको लगता है कि मतलब जैसे काफी देसी लगता है माही, ऐसा?
देसी की बात नहीं है, देसी विदेशी से मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. So we just wanted to keep something that's quite simple and a bit catchy.
Okay. आपकी टीम में 4 लोग हैं, जैसा बताया गया. आपके मित्र भी हैं, जॉन अब्राहम. उनको ही ले लेते आप एक पार्टी से.
Well, of course, हम लोग शाम को राइड पे जा सकते हैं, and still we prefer it that way, So I don't think we are skilled enough to get into a race. So these are the 4 riders that you are seeing. They've got the right mix of experience, aggression, and discipline. So they are the ones who will do the trick for us, apart from the technical support.
अभी जॉन अब्राहम
सर 1-to-1 नहीं है, आप दूसरे को पूछने को.
अच्छा, जॉन अब्राहम ने कहा कि आप बेहतर राइडर हैं बाइक के. कितना सही है ये? आप तो दोनों साथ घूमते हैं, आपने बताया.
Well, I follow rules and regulations. Ma'am, next please.
I think it goes to Steve is from Kawaski.
Yeah, the team have factory backing for next year. It's that they've come a long way in a short time. It's fantastic for Kawasaki to enter into the World Championship with a brand new team that's owned and run by Indian, and we're coming here next year for a race as well, which is fantastic. It's my first time here, and it's really like opened my eyes to what's available, and I think they'll be able to manage the factory back in. This is where I will work with the team, with Kawasaki, with the factory, with the Japanese, to make sure that they have the best equipment. I'm moving our current world champion, Kenan to the team. So I don't do that lightly. The team have to be professional. They have to manage everything correctly. And with the potential they have with the two riders, also with Fabien, could be a completely dominant season. And this is a stepping stone for them to go up into Superbike as well, which is really, really our main promotion around the world for Kawasaki. This year we came second in the world by half a point, really close. So, you know, next year obviously we're aiming for the title. And to get that takes so many fine details, very technical details, but also human aspect, the staff, how the staff work together with the riders, each track, the information, everything. So the team have got a big job. And judging by the launch tonight, they're taking it seriously. So we're really, really thankful that they've chosen Kawasaki to do that with.
Mike, didn't it cross your mind to enter straight away World Superbike instead of the Super Sports?
Well, personally, if you ask me if I am supposed to answer, you know, I've always said I live in the present, and for me, the immediate goal is something that's very important. So looking at the top of the ladder, I know it's the immediate step that's important. That's something that will take us there. So we will have to chalk out a plan. You know, of course, there are three categories, you know, sport, super sport, and superbike. So we'll see how it goes, and definitely it's a big option for us. Well, support सिर्फ आके चेहरे दिखाने से नहीं होता है. There's a lot about जो wishes मिलती हैं, and you know it's all about that. And if you see, it was a very simple event. You know, हम यहाँ पे आके कुछ show off नहीं करना चाहते थे. So you know, whoever was free came, and whoever was not free, they are busy with their own schedules. Very happy Diwali to all of you. अच्छा, बैठने से मैसेज सेम है. विश यू ऑल अ वेरी हैप्पी दीपावली. कोशिश करें कि पटाखों से थोड़ा दूर रहें और दियों से काम चलाएं. बट एंजॉय इट, इट्स अ फेस्टिवल, एंड एट द सेम टाइम वेट फॉर द कमिंग सीरीज. थैंक यू. I'll take it. My ZX portal is not working, so it's a bit adverse.
Thank you, Mahi, for being here. We'll now invite the riders to be a part of the
congratulate all of them, all the partners for this initiative, and I'm sure it'll be great fun.
How sporty are you?
Not very. I used to watch cricket many years back, not anymore.
Any memory related to sports? Any memory related to sports, cricket or anything?
School. When I think of cricket, I think of school.
Alright, one thing is Mickey Mouse 82nd birthday. Any memory related to Mickey Mouse?
He's become old, huh? 82? That's really old. 82, I said. That's a huge history. Memory, why he's considered an icon. Yeah.
What do you like about it? What quality do you like?
Thing is, I really don't watch that much cricket nowadays.